reported today in The Verge. Here's what the PlayStation 5's controller might look like. We already know that the PlayStation 5 is coming next year, and that its controller will have a few new tricks up its sleeve, more on those later. And now, we might have an idea of what that new controller could look like, based on images from a patent filed in Japan. At first glance, the controller looks a lot like a DualShock 4, which isn't too surprising. In a hands-on, Wired described a prototype of the PS5's controller as looking an awful lot like the PS4's DualShock 4. And you can see a lot of elements carried over from the DualShock 4, a similar-looking D-pad, similar button placement, and what appears to be the touch bar. I also noticed that the grips seem to be a little wider and more rounded. There's a weird square under the PlayStation button, but I'm not quite sure what that is. Looking at the controller from other angles reveals that the thumbsticks appear to be a bit shorter than those on the DualShock 4. There's a USB-C port on the back, which we knew from Wired's hands-on, and, apparently, the light bar on the back of the controller is gone. If you're curious, here's an image of this controller design compared to the patented design for the DualShock 4, as shared by Reset Era user Goffreak, who made more images comparing the two controllers here. We do want to caution that these designs from the patent probably reflect what Sony was thinking about at the time it filed the patent, all the way back on March 20th. So there's always the chance that the controller you hold in your hands in 2020 could be different than what's pictured in the patent, but it's fun to imagine what the new controller might look like. Sony has already shared a few concrete details about what's new with the PS5's controller. One change is that it will use haptic feedback instead of rumble technology. It will also have adaptive trigger. For more on this story, visit the news article link.